way video is consumed is in a state of flux. Consumer demand is swinging from video anywhere to UHD and immersive programming. These changes in consumption habits are a concern for operators. So what is changing, and when the dust settles, what will TV viewing look like?
Television at this time is actually expanding.
People are watching more video now than ever, and they're going to have more to pick from.
So we've gone, of course, from a more campfire linear experience to more binge viewing, personalized OTT experience.
There's such a need and a voracious appetite around the world for new types of programming.
A lot of the changes are driven by the audience, demanding new viewing experiences.
We need to find new concepts for the television audience that will appeal to them, especially when it comes to us that are more traditional broadcasters.
From shorter social video to on-demand viewing anywhere, producers are having to rethink their approach. The fundamentals, however, remain the same.
Great quality programming always yields the greatest viewership. And so consequently, to be able to drive that kind of viewership over a broad range of devices, connections to devices and networks, we're seeing a very large shift.
In a way, it's doing what happened when we moved from cinema to TV. With cinemas, you only had relatively few productions that were done for cinema. Then when TV came about with different qualities, different types of delivery, then there was an opportunity to think about services and contents in a different way. OTT does that.
Growth of high-speed fixed and mobile internet connections mean that consumers are demanding content to be delivered to any device at any time. Operators have to respond.
We see that, almost 20% of all the viewing that we have in Norway now is shifted from traditional to OTT viewing and time-shifted viewing, and that will continue to shift. So more and more of the linear will go more and more OTT and time-shifted.
The market is really segmenting sort of 50-50, where you have 50% of viewing of TV and video that is on mobile devices, in mobility, huge constraints of bandwidth, but people want a reliable service. People want to watch a video without having to wait 6 seconds or buffering all the time or poor video quality. And then on the other end of the spectrum, people are buying Ultra HD TVs, 80-inch TVs, or 55-inch TVs. They want quality. They want 1080p 60. They want Ultra HD. They want immersive experiences at very, very high quality, also despite the resolution. And so we have these two poles, and it's important to serve both.
You have a generational shift where the people who are sort of plus 40, they do more and more like the traditional TV, but then the millennials tend to do more connected devices where the mobile is the primary device. That's not to say that they will not watch it on the big screen, because they also like the big screen experience.
The television is kind of back because most of the viewing on these SVOD services and OTT services is now back on the big screen with smart TVs and Apple TV and the Roku box and things like that. And while it was very PC-based a couple of years ago.
So it's not an either or. It's wrong to say it's all mobility. It's wrong to say it's all big Italian Ultra HD or 1080p 60 or HDR. We need both.
Along with convenience, consumers are also demanding more in terms of service.
Right, I think Conviva released a report that 18% of all video stores today are a failure. Right? And most of that, I think, is driven by impatience. So if you look where the market is going and delivery in general, it is all about going to be instant start, always available on mobile device, having the same viewer experience on mobile device versus linear. So this whole notion that you have today with the lag between linear and OTT, I think is going to go away, or has to go away, right? Because the viewing or the viewer will not accept it.
We need to deliver the seamless experiences at very, very high qualities, and making them possible for the masses, not just for the 1% of people that has a gigabit connectivity in their household. And at the same time, we need to deliver HD live experiences below 500 kilobits in order to serve mobility.
After mobile and Ultra HD, where will TV viewing go next?
I think we're going to go more into more social interactive TV viewing as the next thing, where I think new OTT technology can really drive new TV experiences over OTT.
Ultimately, I think what we are used to will stay there. Will just become better and better quality, more investments to make it worth the difference between cheaper content that can be consumed everywhere. And then we'll see an evolution of new content that we've never seen, short form videos, 5 minutes, consumed everywhere with social network interactions, engagement, and a lot of people are thinking about how can I engage my audience while they're watching to create a more interactive experience that is not just TV, it's not just video.
I think we're going to see also a mix where you actually have a lean back experience in your sofa, looking at the big screen, while actually still having your second screen, both for stats and data, but also for complementing what you're viewing on the big screen.
I think we talked a lot about like TV anywhere on any device at any time, right? But I don't think it's really happened yet. So in the next 5 to 10 years, I think the viewing behavior will shift. You will see short form content being consumed much more on mobile devices over mobile networks.
So what will TV viewing look like in 5 years?
Probably just like today. Except I'm going to be, as I said, I'm going to be asking for the programming. It's going to know what that programming is. It's going to serve that programming in. I probably won't be watching bundled selections of programming. It's probably going to be able to give me a selection of content from my behavior, from my interests. It may go out and grab that content from other networks. It may go and find it in an on-demand library of some sort. It'll assimilate that from a programming standpoint, and it'll deliver it to me, and I'd be willing to pay for that.